You're listening to the Quint's podcast.
After almost half a century of service in Indian politics, outgoing leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha and veteran Congress parliamentarian Ghulam Nabi Azad signed off from the upper house on 9th February. While Azad's touching speech left RS members emotional, a teary-eyed Prime Minister Narendra Modi said Mr Azad's replacement will have a tough time filling his shoes.
मुझे चिंता इस बात की है कि गुलाम नबी जी के बाद इस पद को जो संभालेंगे उनको गुलाम नबी जी से मैच करने में बहुत दिक्कत पड़ेगी। क्योंकि गुलाम नबी जी अपने दल की चिंता करते थे, लेकिन देश की और सदन की भी उतनी ही चिंता करते थे।
A Congress loyalist from the start, since he was a bloc committee chairman at 24, Mr Azad has been a close confidant of the Gandhis and in the recent days, even a critic of the Congress's lack of leadership. In the shadows of lingering leadership crisis, his exit from the Rajya Sabha signifies a big change for the Congress party. What does this exit mean for the Congress? Is there any possibility of a comeback? If not, who are the frontrunners who can take up the mantle? To understand all this and the legacy he leaves behind for the Congress, for today's episode, we spoke to senior journalists and political commentators Arati Jarath and Javed Ansari. You're tuned in to The Big Story, the podcast where we dissect the headline-making news for you, and I'm your host, Himmat. In a 30-minute farewell speech in Parliament on 9 February, Mr Azad, now 71, attributed his success to former Prime Ministers Indira Gandhi, Sanjay Gandhi, and even Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and also the current leadership for the opportunities he was given. In a non-partisan tone, he said that he learned it from former PM and BJP leader Atal Bihari Vajpayee that the opposition could not keep fighting over issues.
लेकिन मैं कहूंगा कि सबसे आसान हाउस चलाना उन 5 साल में मुझे अटल जी की लीडरशिप हो और उनसे सीखा मैंने कि किस तरह से हल निकाला जा सकता, विपक्ष की भी बात रहे और सरकार की भी बात रहे.
Mr Azad was elected to the Lok Sabha twice from Maharashtra's Washim constituency and since then has spent 28 years in the Rajya Sabha. Hailing from Jammu and Kashmir, he was also elected the Chief Minister in 2005. Beyond his unwavering loyalty towards the Congress, he is also known to be close to Sonia Gandhi. His association with the Gandhi family spans since the very start, when he was part of Indira Gandhi's Union Council of Ministers, and has been a member of every subsequent Congress government. In 2014, he was appointed the leader of opposition and has held the post since. Senior journalist Arati Jarath talks more on his relationship with the Gandhis and his significance in the Congress party.
Well, Ghulam Nabi Azad has been a loyal congressman all his life. And although he certainly was part of that group, that G23, that wrote that letter to Sonia Gandhi, questioning the way the Congress was going and the way it was functioning, I think he wrote it with the Congress's best interests at heart. He started his career at the time of Sanjay Gandhi. He was one of Sanjay Gandhi's recruits. And, so that's way back in the 70s. And from there, he went on to becoming, a close confidant of Rajiv Gandhi, then, Narasimha Rao. He was Narasimha Rao's right-hand man as Parliamentary Affairs Minister when Narasimha Rao was Prime Minister. And then when Sonia Gandhi took over, he joined Sonia Gandhi, he made the switch from Narasimha Rao to Sonia Gandhi. And in fact, when Sonia Gandhi made her first electoral foray in 1998, she contested the Lok Sabha election from Bellary. She put Ghulam Nabi Azad in charge of her election campaign. And he went to Bellary, parked himself there, and together with Priyanka Gandhi, they helped Sonia Gandhi win her first seat in the Lok Sabha. So, he has a very rich and varied experience in the Congress. He's been a pillar to whoever has headed the Congress. He knows the ins and outs of politics. He's shrewd. He's, as he proved as a parliamentary affairs minister, he handles parliament and all the issues that come up and having to liaise with the opposition parties. He handles that well. He's very good with the nitty-gritty of elections also, as he proved when he helped Sonia Gandhi make her entry into Lok Sabha. And now, of course, he's been leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha for the last, 5 years or 6 years. And, I mean, it was he who was constantly in touch with other opposition leaders for floor coordination between the Congress and other parties. He has this amazing ability to be friends with everybody and reach out to everybody. And I think, in politics today, that is an admirable quality and a really, a trait that is badly needed in our fragmented politics today.
As deeply as he has been a part of the Congress Working Committee, even outranking former President Pranab Mukherjee in the CWC, in the recent days, he has been a vocal critic of the party leadership, especially after the Congress's poor performance in the 2020 Bihar elections and by polls in other states. Mr. Azad was part of the letter written in August 2020 by 23 senior congressmen, along with Kapil Sibal, Manish Tiwari, Shashi Tharoor and others, who had sharply criticized the way in which the Congress party was being run, and also called into question the leadership of the party. The letter in question was sent a day before the Congress Working Committee meeting. Earlier in a statement to ANI on 22nd November 2020, he even said that the Gandhis at the helm must hold elections to leadership positions if the grand old party were to be revived again. Aside from his criticism of the party, he has been labelled as a crisis manager and a leader during elections. Even though he exits the Rajya Sabha after a 3-decade-long tenure, senior journalist Javed Ansari believes that this is not by any indication of his retirement from politics altogether.
Look, for one, I don't think Mr. Azad is quitting politics. This is not he's not hung up his boot from politics. This probably, what we saw yesterday is that his innings, his tenure as the leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha has come to an end. But this certainly does not mean, I would be very surprised if this means that this is the end of his innings in politics. No, he still has much to offer, and the Congress party would be foolhardy to dispense with his services. I'm sure he will continue to contribute. He's been, he's quintessentially an organizational person. He notes the Congress organization like few others do. He's a nuts and bolts person. He's a details person. And the Congress, there are not too many around in the Congress anymore. The Congress needs people like him more than ever before. They're fighting an existential battle. So therefore, his current innings in Parliament may have come to an end. But I'm sure the Congress leadership will make use of him and utilize him elsewhere, principally in the party organization. And therefore, I think it's premature to write his autobiography because he still has much to offer. He spent 40 years in politics and he still has a few years left in him.
While Mr. Azad did not give any hints about his political future in his poignant retirement speech, Mr. Azad said he was among the fortunate people who never went to Pakistan and felt proud that he was Hindustani Muslim, as he struggled to hold his tears back. What was interestingly missing, however, was any mention of the bifurcation of Kashmir that he had repeatedly criticized in the parliament. Here is a snippet from his speech.
मेरी हमेशा ये सोच रही कि हम बड़े खुशकिस्मत हैं, जन्नत हिंदुस्तान ही, मैं तो आजादी के बाद पैदा हुआ.
I have always had this belief that I am very lucky to be born in India. I was born after India gained independence.
लेकिन आज गूगल के जरिए मैं पढ़ता हूं, देखता हूं, सुनता हूं, यूट्यूब के जरिए पढ़ता हूं, मैं उन खुशकिस्मत लोगों में हूं जो पाकिस्तान कभी नहीं गया. लेकिन जब मैं पढ़ता हूं कि वहां किस तरह के हालात हैं पाकिस्तान के अंदर, तो मुझे गौरव महसूस होता है, मुझे फख्र महसूस होता है कि हम हिंदुस्तानी मुसलमान हैं.
I am among those fortunate people who never went to Pakistan. When I read about the conditions in Pakistan, I feel proud that we are Hindustani Muslim.
How do we read his farewell message? Arati Jared, a senior journalist, said that she was surprised to hear him reaffirm his religious identity, since he's always highlighted his Jammu and Kashmir identity more.
Well, I mean, I think that, Ghulam Nabi Azad, you see, in today's in today's kind of surcharged atmosphere where Muslims are being made to feel that they are second class citizens in India, I think Ghulam Nabi Azad wanted to stress this point that although he's Muslim, he's an Indian Muslim. I don't, I've never heard Ghulam Nabi Azad in all the years that I've known him, actually dwell on his Muslim identity. So it, I think, shows the kind of insecurity or the kind of need that Indian Muslims feel today to reaffirm that they are Indians. They may be Muslims, but they are Indian Muslims. Actually, I felt, quite bad hearing him say that, because it's not something that I ever associated with Ghulam Nabi Azad. He wore his Muslim identity very lightly. In fact, he was sort of much more proud of his Jammu identity and his, association with Jammu and Kashmir, rather than this whole thing of being a Muslim.
Mr. Ansari also said that it was a sad commentary of the times we live in, where everyone has to keep proving their loyalty. While members of the Congress party did not say much in the parliament about Mr. Azad's retirement, PM Modi heaped praises on him, even stating that future MPs should learn how to govern and handle posts from Mr. Azad.
पद सत्ता जीवन में आती रहती, लेकिन उसे कैसे पचाना,
Posts come, high offices come, power comes and goes. However, how to handle these is what one must learn from Ghulam Nabi Azad ji.
What can be interpreted as a tease to existing tensions between Mr. Azad and the Congress party over the criticism about the party leadership, PM Modi also slipped in a mention of G23 in his speech, as he said, "My doors are always open for you." As to whether the Congress is looking to replace him or not, there aren't any clear indications of that. While the buzz is that Congress has plans on bringing him back by nominating him from Kerala, there are also several candidates who are being considered as his replacement, like former Railway Minister Mallikarjun Kharge, who has raised issues on the party's behalf often in the Lok Sabha, as well as former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram. Javed Ansari weighs in on who are the frontrunners.
There are several names doing the round. Mr. P. Chidambaram is one. He's very forthright, very articulate, and he knows what he says, and he's very pungent and makes substantive interventions. Perhaps the only thing that can be held against him is that he's not multilingual. He's primarily an English and Tamil speaker. And if you want your message to go out to the Hindi-speaking heartland, then perhaps somebody in Hindi. Then there is Mr. Digvijay Singh. He's one of the senior-most members in the Congress party currently. He's been twice chief minister, very fluent in Hindi, equally good in English. He would fit the bill, a good politician. There's Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, who was the leader of the Congress Legislative Party in the Lok Sabha. So he's from South India. He ticks both the boxes. He's multilingual. He speaks fluent Hindi. And then, of course, there is Anand Sharma, the deputy, currently the number 2, the deputy leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha. Whether the Congress leadership, who the Congress leadership will eventually pitch for is difficult to say, because, leaders have a habit of pulling a rabbit out of the hat. But these are the front runners.
After an illustrious career as a leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha since 2014, Ghulam Nabi Azad is set to vacate the post on 15 February. But the question is, who will the Congress pick to fill into his shoes? If you liked listening to this episode, please subscribe to The Big Story for episodic updates. We're available on Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, JioSaavn, and most of the other popular podcast streaming platforms. For other podcasts, please log on to the Quint website, and for any feedback, please shoot an email to podcast@thequint.com.
Thanks for listening. Log on to the Quint's website and check out our other podcasts.